Okay, in this video we want to solve this non-linear system of equation. And so first I'm gonna put an arrow by each equation. So I'm gonna make this red, and I will make the other one green. And next I'm going to mess with this equation, the one in green. And so what I'm gonna get here by rearranging will be y plus 3. I'm moving this minus 3 over to the left hand, and I'm going to move this minus parentheses x minus 2 squared to the right hand. And so I'm going to get parentheses x minus 2 squared. And this is actually going to be important when we solve. So I'm going to put a star by it. And next I'm going to rewrite the equation in red. I'm just going to copy what we have. And so that was, we had x minus 2 squared plus y squared is equal to 9. And now I'm going to replace x minus 2 squared with this, because we said that y plus 3 is equal to x minus 2 squared. And so I can replace x minus 2 squared with y plus 3. So we would get y plus 3 plus y squared is equal to 9. And so that means we have y squared plus y, 3 minus 9 is minus 6, is equal to 0. And I can actually factor this to get y. So y would equal, we can do plus 3 minus 2. And so y could equal 2, or y is equal to minus 3. And so the next step is to get the value of x. And so we'll plug in 2 for y and solve for x. Then we'll plug in negative 3 for y and solve for x. And so now we're simply going to plug in y is equal to 2 for y here to get x. And so we say plug y is equal to 2, and we would get 5 is equal to x minus 2 squared. We take the square root of this, and so we would get plus or minus the square root of 5 is equal to x minus 2. And so x would equal 2 plus or minus the square root of 5 for y is equal to 2. For y is equal to 2. Next, we're going to do the exact same thing, but for negative 3 for y. So when we plug in negative 3, we would get 0 is equal to x minus 2 squared. When we take the square root of 0, that would simply be 0 is equal to x minus 2. And so x is equal to 2 for y is equal to minus 3. And so our final answer can be written as 2 comma negative 3. This right here, 2 comma negative 3. And then comma, we could do 2 plus the square root of 5, comma 2, comma, we can do 2 minus the square root of 5, comma 2. And these three answers are our solutions. And that's all we need to do for this problem.